Hi guys, this is Neopanomime, Neopanos, all that good stuff. I'm here with part 6 of my commentary for Fallout New Vegas. We just got into Freeside, very close to New Vegas. We're not going to go there just yet though. As I talked about in the last video, there's a major event that happens once you go onto the strip, so I try to avoid it for a little bit. I'm thinking about doing the first DLC now. Before I go any further, I just want to give a shout out to Misery Seeker. Um, for the comment on your first video. I appreciate it. I saw it a couple days ago, and I've been meaning to talk about it on one of my videos, but I kept forgetting. And then I realized halfway through that I forgot. So just thanks again. Made my day. I was really having a crappy day, so thanks a lot. And I hope you're somewhat enjoying the playthrough. Doing my best. Okay, so we're gonna. Actually, I'll show you Mick and Ralph's. If you don't have the 2,000 credits like I've been talking about before, so let me go there. I have 2019 right now, so I can do the credit check to get into New Vegas. Because there's a Securitron, or some type of robot, I forget what they're called, that checks for your credit. And they're really tough, especially on the harder difficulties, of course. So you want to be careful. Okay,
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. Take a gander. What do you want to know? I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. But what I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game? No problem. If you need one later, just stop in.
Okay, so, like he said, 500 credits. Then there's secret stock back here. I don't know where the other guy is right now. I'm not going to look. I just want to show you where you get the passport if you need it. Alright, we'll just grab that so if we want to sell it. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Alright. See if I can hit it with a 1% chance. No, never. Okay, so
If it can be bought, it could.
actually let's go here. Okay. Okay, and I totally went farther back than I wanted to. Okay, so there's two main hubs to Freeside. This one and the one I'm about to go in here in a sec. Just remember the Mormon fort's right out here. It's, I don't know, it's fairly it's, I don't know, it's important somewhat. So And there's actually snow globe in there, which I'll get in a little bit here. Okay. Go talk to the king. Who, if you haven't figured out, is an Elvis impersonator.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Personal space meaning anything to you?
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good? I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside? It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say? Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
You guy?
Okay, so like he says, you're going to hire a guard named Oris. And I'll show you where that is in a second, but first I'm going to go to the Atomic Wrangler over here. We're going to get a couple of missions streaming at once. Or going alongside each other at least. It's the best way you can do it. But of course it takes like, a lot of knowledge of the game. And I'm not even going to probably execute it as well as it should be. And definitely as well as a lot of some other people can. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. That's definitely the best way to play this game, because you don't want to be going so I could go here, then go all the way over there, but there's actually stuff I can do in between.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? Sure, take a look. Pleasure doing business with you. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it. Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. Bye.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? We've got liquor, chems, and whores aplenty. If you'd like to do a bit of gambling, we have an exchange at the back of the casino on the left. Till next. Welcome back. I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage. If you bring all their debts back, we'll give you a cut of each. 25% is more than fair. It would add up to 150 caps if you bring them all in. All right, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you. Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
That's life in Freeside for you.
Had enough?
Hey. Hello. Lovely to meet you. In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full, but who would bother with such a mess? I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few cartons of cigarettes and some sensor modules I could put toward my debt. At this point, I'll have to return to California to start anew. I haven't got a cap to my name.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here, some of which I'm not proud of. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. Yep, I was damn good at my job, too. I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation? You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Come to Mick and Ralph's.
Okay, so there's that chick running, that's funny. Up here, though, is the guy we're looking for. Oh, crap. There we go.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out. To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the Kings hang out. Don't let them scare you.
We've got
If they
stuff
don't
we're not
outnumber you
even
5
allowed
to
to
1,
sell,
you'll be
people.
fine.
Oh,
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around. Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him. Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough, and you learn to trust your instincts. Well, here we are.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go back to the king, tell him what happened. You should... Intelligence, I think if you do the intelligence comment, you'll have everything you need. But I always like to check the body with the medicine there. So it's good to have it up to 30 by then. You know, even if you have to use like a book and some clothes or whatever. so.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything. Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Okay, so we're going to the fort next. There's a few things we'll be doing there. There's actually a lot of things we'll be doing
We've
there.
got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
There's a
Only
globe
at
there.
Mick and Ralph's.
Beatrice is there. And I don't think we'll get arcade. You know what? I actually am going to get arcade. If I can. Okay, so first I'm going to talk to Beatrice here.
Howdy. I've been around a while, currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard? I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me. They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms. And I may have answers.
Hello.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one. See you. Hello again.
Not all followers are people persons. Out of sight, out of mind. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No offense intended. That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair? You have quite the menagerie at your disposal.
Hello.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here? Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this. Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say. They were big guys, young too, no old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happens. I hope you...
Howdy.
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
Hello. That true? Did the king really send you? I don't really know what else I can add. Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tennant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps? Whoa, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me? Look, I've got the caps right here. Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this. Anything. Take it. Just don't kill me, man. A scum-humping water baron did this to me. No one trash talks the eye. I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Are you okay?
Howdy.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer. Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's. What do you want to talk about? More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. There is always something needing done. We need a regular supply of medicine organized. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. Yes. That's it.
Hello.
Looking for a fix, man? Have a look, baby. Thanks. You have chems, buddy? Julie's a saint, but... Why stop? I feel great. No worries. If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. This guy named Dixon. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Looking for a fix, man? Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch. Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop, if there's something in it for me. Wait, man, you can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore. Till next time. Hey there. Hey, buddy. Spare a cap?
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is steal the C-Finder, Euclid C-Finder, from these kids. It comes in for Brotherhood of Steel mission later, so it's a good idea to get it early.
Yes. Hey.
Okay, so we got the C-Finder. Now we're just going to... We're going to get that bot right now. I believe it's over here. And I'm wrong.
Come on!
Booyah. So talk to this guy.
How are you today? Yes, indeed. Santiago is very important. I even have a discount in Mick and Ralph's. Perhaps you could use Santiago's discount. For 50 caps, Santiago will tell you the super secret code word to get a discount with Mick. $25 caps will do. Tell Mick Santiago sent you, and the code word is extravaganza. He will set you up. Sir, Santiago told you. Santiago has no debts. I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the caps, Al. I do the Santiago Act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed. Bye.
You can also return to Francine and just give her 600 caps and you'll finish the mission anyway. Okay, so this is going to be a trap right here. But we're going to follow him anyway because we're suckers.
Check it out, between the dumpsters there. Nah, just some idiot that wandered down the wrong alley. Sound familiar?
I'm out of here! This is home!
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll
Mr.
have to wait
Soren,
until it's
please
over.
get to the point.
Hey!
The second half... Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work. Welcome to the Silver Rush. Welcome to the Silver Rush. Not at all. There are chief competitors in this region and many others. That makes them our enemies. While I respect their business acumen, I'm obligated to try to destroy them however I can. That's business, after all. I've only heard rumors, since this is the furthest east our operations go, but the rumors are pretty scary. They're said to be a huge slaver nation, with all the soldiers obeying their lord with unquestioning obedience. Sounds like a man I'd like to meet. Welcome to the Silver Rush. It just so happens a position opened up recently.
Welcome to the Aw, crap. Don't tell me you're my new guard. Well, no time for pleasantries. I've got your gear right here, but let's see if you can follow instructions. You'll be covering the other side of the door there. Take your position while I get your stuff out.
Okay, this is a pretty easy mission, but it's good to get it done early. Just in case you're doing Cass's side mission, or plan on doing it, get this quick XP boost before anything.
Don't hurry me. I'm trying to get your stuff ready.
Okay, so now we gotta get the armor. Thought I had a laser rifle.
Good. Look around and get a
Oh,
feel for
okay.
what customers and risks can enter and exit the area while I get your gear ready. Okay, now let's get you geared up. First, your armor. Standard issue is your run-of-the-mill combat armor. Next, your weapon. Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. Nothing wrong with going plasma. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, we're here to keep the riffraff away. Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around. Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just insulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, but they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. Settle in. You've got some hours left before your shift ends. Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
Hi there. Sounds like a stupid policy to me.
Good. Stick to the rules. Another one coming. You're on.
Hi. I was, in the area and thought I'd stop by to look at your weapons. Can I go in? Fine by me.
He's clean. See? Not so hard, is it? Heads up. Looks like we got another customer.
Howdy. I just done broke the bank over at the Wrangler there and thought I might peruse your fine wares. Maybe lighten my purse a little? Thank you kindly.
We're supposed to pat everyone down. Didn't you hear that part of my instructions? Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in? That's not really necessary, is it? I already told you I got this here revolver, right? Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work.
Hey! Now what in the hell do you suppose that was about? Welcome to the Silver Rush. New Vegas' best source of crap. This I do not need today. Keep your head straight.
Hey,
Things are
Simon.
about to get
How's
interesting.
it hanging? Looks like you've got a little helper today.
What can I say? Business has been good lately. We can afford the help.
Good to hear, buddy. So is the boss lady in?
You know she is. Why don't you go in and say hi?
Nah, I got some rounds to run. But do pass along that I'm always thinking of her. Actually, I got a better idea. Make the new hire tell her. That's a good dog. Well, I'm out of here. Later, Simon.
Way to keep your head, rookie. Let's hope for you yet. It's just about closing time. Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back. Boss's orders.
Hello.
Simon's been telling me how it went. Let's do a quick recap. You had a little bit of a hard time following instructions, but didn't do too bad overall. Here's your pay. Unfortunately, I found someone else with a little more experience. However, another task has come up that I could use some help with, assuming you're still interested in making some money. Well, look who doesn't need my money anymore. When you find your pockets a little lighter, stop back. It's a...
Hey.
Welcome back. What can I get you? I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey. No one steals from the Garrett twins. Good.
Welcome back. What can I get you? Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol. And who would that be? I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, he'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find. Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start? A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference. The best place to start would be with Ralph.
Howdy. Then you'll need to get a room first, sweetie.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll
Have you found anything out? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. If something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
What's up?
What can the king do for you? Near as I can tell, with some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is. Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King. Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive. As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did. Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at. Sure thing. What'd you have in mind? I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He's been acting peculiar for some time now. No. For now. I don't know. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here.
Hey. Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Dun 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 dun.
Come on, man, I'm dying here. Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Keep your guns to yourself, and there won't be any trouble.
Had enough. Nope.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease. Your safety is practically guaranteed.
Is there something you need? That's phenomenal. Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend. Rex? Yes, a few months ago. No. I didn't say that. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest. No problem. Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it? I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Hey.
Hold up. What's the password? I guess you're not getting in here then, are you? Hold up. What's the password? If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some. No, I'm afraid we don't. You were right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret. Yes? Was there something else you needed? That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons. You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort. In a manner of speaking, our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me. Yes? Was there something else you needed? You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place.
Hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay? That's a shame. Well, do what you want. Just don't expect it to matter.
What's up?
You find out something about them soldier boys yet? She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say? I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. That should be it, though. I wish you both luck. Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Hey.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet? Handing out supplies? Ah, that would explain the goons. Wait a minute. They said what? Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the meat.
Okay, so I forget how to negotiate with them, but the quick way to get there is going this way. I'm just gonna put my weapons away. Maybe that'll be what I have to do. There we go. Take a nappy. Yeah, usually I end up getting in a fight here and then it messes up my relationship with the NCR. Okay. Let's save that. I'm gonna do a save like that.
Why the hell are you... Why the hell are
Okay,
you...
let's see how we do this now.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control. Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want? Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks. Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
I've never seen the Major so angry before. She may look calm right now, but don't let her fool you.
The Major gave us all a talking to. Guess she...
Hold up. What's the password? Then go...
She heard about some of the guys' night missions.
Okay, so what you do, as you saw, you just keep your weapon. Like, see how I have no weapon, as opposed to just having something holstered? I don't even have a weapon available. So make sure you do that and you go slow or whatever.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
So you also want to have Rex available to you before you do the mission, simply because otherwise you have to, I think you have to do a use a favor that you're about to get for completing this mission string. Okay, so let's go.
The king just sent a messenger over. Aye.
All I do all day is read magazines. You'd be amazed what you can learn from them.
Hey.
All right. I'll see you later. I heard all about what happened. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Okay, so I'm gonna start getting energy weapons up. There's a, I forget what it's called, conversion. Let's find what it's called in a second here. I'm at 10, so I'll be able to check my perks out. So we'll put that up to 29. But energy weapons and guns, those will be my two major weapons. And I may put up melee weapons at some point too. But I'm not too worried about melee. I'm just going to use it more as like a, you know, I don't know, backup weapon, close range thing. I won't do too much damage with it, but it'll save ammo, even though I'm going to be buying a ton of small gun ammo. And then the energy weapons will save for tougher enemies as they generally do more damage. And I'll be looking for a good plasma rifle, of course. Okay, so we got this up to 20, 29. Okay, so night person, stranger, mysterious, stranger. That's actually a pretty fun one, but I'm trying to make like the most effective. Here and now I don't really like. It's a little bit better on the first one because you can have a perk every level. So to use that at some point makes sense because you'll just level up again and you can. So if you're thinking about like, okay, I just want to boost my thing to this level because I need it at that level for sure, or for something specific that's major, whatever, you can just use the here and now and then pick another perk, which is really nice. But on this it's not as nice, but it's not bad either, don't get me wrong. Especially at the higher level, like if you're like level 38 and you just want to get to 39 real quick, that's probably, because generally by then you pretty much, I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, you might have, but I don't know. That's another thing too. It's just basically wasting a perk on experience points when you could actually get something that would like make your character stronger. So that's a trade-off, of course. Anyways, here, I'm gonna see what's level 10 stuff. Scrounger's actually a nice one because if you search a lot of stuff, you'll find a lot more ammo, especially since my luck's up so much. And I'm actually going to get Scrounger. I find it better than, where is it? Fortune Finder, because, you know, finding caps, you know, you'll find like a few caps, whereas the rounds, you know, if you find a few rounds, you can sell them for more caps than you'll generally find. But then again, they work good together too, that's another thing. But I generally prefer just to get Scrounger because I like getting the ammo, and then I can just worry about money through gambling and things like that at the casinos. Okay. So I'm going to go with Scrounger. And we'll be able to come back and get Rex at any time, so that's not a big deal either. But I'm about to end this video as soon as I figure out how to get out of here. Downstairs again. I always do this. I just run around like a chicken with its head cut off. But I'm going to go to Jacobstown. And then I'm going to do the Honest Hearts DLC. So I'll be going actually the long way around, and I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. When you go to Jacobstown, there's a bunch of bighorners like I was mentioning in an earlier video, so I'll be doing a lot of hunting out there and getting the meat and stuff like that. And then I should level up again, and then I'll do the Honest Hearts DLC around 12, because I'm playing on an easier difficulty is fine. You might, like on a harder difficulty though, like 15 or something, like, you know, is probably a decent level to think about it, maybe even higher. But it's one of the first DLCs you should do. And it's probably one of my favorite ones in the game, to be honest. Even though it's somewhat short. Okay, so I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to the East Gate, and I'm going to sweep around to the Northern Passage, which is what starts Honest Hearts DLC. And then I'm going to go follow this, hit this road right here, and follow it up through. And I'll veer off here and there because of the bighorners. And then we'll eventually make it to Jacobstown, and that's where we can get Rex fixed eventually. But I'll just get it on my map so we can fast travel there later. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other stuff on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot. Take care.